Playboi Carti, the real Playboi Carti, after 2.5 years of relentless leaks, all right? Never stopping leaks, never ending leaks, and delays, he actually fucking dropped Whole Lotta Red on Christmas Day. So he's basically telling us it's a gift. So it has to be good. You can't disappoint us on Christmas, right? Right? Carti is, in my opinion, coming off of a classic with Dial-It, which a lot of people will disagree with because they don't like Dial-It. A lot of people don't like Dial-It. But I feel like its influence and cultural impact is undeniable. Like, you can't deny what Dial-It has done for the rap game. So for that reason, I was very excited for this release. And a multitude of other reasons too. Obviously, the hype was insane. I was already nervous prior to the release because, obviously I wanted it to be good. And I got even more nervous when I saw the track list, which had 24 tracks. Carti, you don't need 24. Dial-It was 19 tracks, and that was too long. Dial-It could have been 15 tracks easily, and it would have been better. I mean, just put the extra tracks on a deluxe. Why do you have to stuff your album like a turkey on Thanksgiving? I don't see the need. This is like almost Trippie Redd bad. And Trippie Redd did 26 tracks, and his album was fucking atrocious. But I was willing to look past that in order to be objective and enjoy the album, and I feel like I did that. I mean, I was pretty objective, so how is the album? Is it good? Well, in my opinion, the album starts off strong with the song Rockstar Made. This track goes hard. I love the beat, which is, there's no surprise because Carti always has amazing production. And the hook is dope too. And yeah, this is exactly the type of track I wanted to hear from Carti on Whole Lotta Red. Him taking his Dial-It sound, expanding upon it, taking it up a level, evolving it. And this sort of borderline punk rock, distorted sound is exactly what I wanted to hear. After that, we have the track Go to the Moon with Kanye. And man, this could have been a lot better. The track just feels unfinished. Like, this could have been the shooter of Whole Lotta Red. This could have been such a fucking banger.
And you blew it! You blew it!
Now, that doesn't matter because, in my humble opinion, next comes the best song on the entire album. And that is Stop Breathing. Jesus Christ, this track is fucking amazing. Everything from Carti to the production to his ad-libs are insane. Everything is insane on this track. Like, the energy is unmatched. This is everything I want from a Carti track. And to be honest, this is what I thought Whole Lotta Red was gonna sound like. But right after this, we have the track Benno, which to me sounds like Carti is just doing a Lil Uzi impression. Like, both the beat and the flows just remind me of Eternal to Take Lil Uzi. And it's just a mid track. And not only is the track mid, but it doesn't fit the album at all. Like, it's so out of place. Unfortunately, Benno is not the only track that sounds like this. You have Slayer, again, same Lil Uzi flow, same fruity ass beat. At some points of this song, Carti sounds exactly like Uzi.
They start with the bitch, I link another one later. I gotta get it together. I'm living my life like a rebel.
And it's not that I mind the Uzi sound, but I just feel like I don't need Carti to do Uzi. Let Uzi do Uzi. You have one of the most unique voices in hip-hop. Use that to your advantage. But okay, if we ignore those two tracks, I think the first leg of this album is pretty good. New Tank, Jump Out the House, No Sleep, all fire tracks. I'm not sure how I feel about the Cudi track though, because I like the track overall and I like Cudi's performance, but the hook, Carti just sounds like a dying animal.
Can nobody tell you shit?
I gotta cut the shit the fuck off.
Tell you shit?
What is he doing?
What I like about the album up until this point is that the songs are focused. Like, there's obviously a sound Carti is going for. And it sounds like a step up from Dial-It. It sounds like the next step. It sounds like something we've never heard before from Carti. And personally for me, that's what I always wanted Whole Lotta Red to be. An evolution in Carti's sound. I think it's really telling that the baby voice only appears once on the entire album. He's obviously trying to give us something new. And the track with the baby voice, Teen X, is, in my opinion, top 3 on this album. I feel like Future really gets what Carti is trying to do, and he always matches his style perfectly. Flex Up was dope too. Like, maybe we need a Future and Carti collab album. I don't know. Maybe that's what we need. The song Meh has an insane beat. And even though it's not one of my favorites, I appreciate how he started the song off by saying fuck up. And I'm assuming that's aimed at everyone who trashed his last single, At Meh. I mean, is it a coincidence that it has the same title? I don't fucking know. Vamp Anthem is dope. This beat is tasty. I could just eat this shit up all day. Give me this shit on a 10-hour loop. I'll listen to it gladly. But I feel like from this point on, the album starts to lose focus. Up until this point, the album had a sound, like an obvious sound Carti was going for, but the second leg of this album sounds completely disconnected from the first. He decides to abandon this new sound for this more vibe-heavy, mellow, sounds like 2017, 2018 Carti, sounds like Die Lit era, you know what I'm talking about. Even though I don't mind these tracks, I think this is where Carti made his biggest mistake. Because if you're trying out a new sound, stay with that sound all throughout the project. Don't switch it up at the end or at the second leg of the project and give them the leaks, give them the older sounding tracks, because no one is going to accept your new sound. They're going to just see these older tracks and, oh, this was the good, this part is good, and the first one was bullshit. My ears are bleeding. And if you want to give your fans the leaks, put it on a deluxe. Uzi did the same thing you wanted to do, but he did it right. He put all these iconic ass leaks, the Kobe, the Myron, he put it on the Lil Uzi vs. the World 2 tape, and everybody was satisfied. Imagine if Uzi made Eternal take 24 tracks and put like half of the tracks on Lil Uzi vs. the World 2 on Eternal take. That shit would be terrible. In my opinion, the worst tracks on the album come back to back in Control and Punk Monk. But you didn't really even give Control a chance once you put that fucking 30-second sample of DJ Academics. Who is trying to hear that? Who the fuck? I'm not trying to open up my playlist and hear DJ Academics. What the fuck? On That Time is probably my favorite track from the second leg. Again, production is insane, and this one actually sounds like it belongs on the first leg of the album. That's probably why I love it so much. I can't even tell you how many times I've said D-R-A-Z-O out loud in the last 3 days. Like, that refrain is catchy as shit. The song Place is just kind of a vibe. It's kind of boring. Carti has the same flow the entire track. The two songs that come right after Place, Sky and Over, are not memorable at all. Again, they're just kind of chill, kind of boring too. Look, they may be fucking amazing, but at this point, I don't even want to listen to the fucking album anymore. I am exhausted. Track 20, stop. I Love You, I Hate You, again. Carti trying to reach in his melodic bag, which there's nothing in because he can't sing for shit. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Young Thug? Stop. Not Playing actually has a cool, happy anime style beat. I actually like this beat a lot, and again, Carti is trying to sing, but I like this instrumental so much that it doesn't even matter, so I like this track. Actually, I forgot to mention, I like New Neon a lot. That's one of my favorites on here. And I appreciate Carti trying to rap over a soul sample, even though the execution is questionable. Again, Carti's melodic bag is non-existent, really. But look, overall, I enjoyed this album. I did. I really did. And I'm not really surprised it's getting this much hate, because Carti doesn't have that mainstream of a sound. And when people who haven't ever listened to Carti before, all the Juice World, all the fucking Lil Baby fans jumped on this shit because the hype was insane. Y'all hyped it up like it was gonna be the second coming of Jesus Christ. And they heard this fucking crazy punk sound. Of course, they were like, what is this shit? This is ass. But I feel like for what Carti was trying to do in those tracks from the first leg of the album, he pulled it off successfully. It's not like he did it badly, like he did it half-assed. I feel like he accomplished the sound he was trying to achieve. I just wish the album was shorter and more focused, so you can let those who don't like the new sound, let them adapt. Let the sound grow on them, like you did with Die Lit. So many people hated on Die Lit, and now it's a classic because it was ahead of its time, and some people didn't see that. And I really hope people come around on the first leg of this album, because I really believe there's something to that sound that he was trying to pull off. I'll give it a high tier, high tier premium mid out of 10. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. Follow me on Twitter, subscribe, of course, drop a like, drop a comment, do all that. And Anthony, come back, please. We need that review. I don't even need the video. I just need the description and the rating so I can know how to feel about this album. How else am I gonna form my opinion? Come on, dude. Oh, and by the way, Stan video coming out soon. Still coming out, not sure when, but it's gonna be out soon. All right, bye-bye. Love you.